Hi everybody, I am going to be making a Bastille soap that is 70% olive oil with goat's milk and baby carrot puree. I'm going to go ahead and get started. I have frozen my goat's milk. Now, I wanted to use Tussa Silk, so I have took away 5% or 0.05% to mix some of the Tussa Silk with a little bit of water in the lye. I'm going to go ahead and get my gloves on and get my glasses on and start this lye right here. And I'm going to add these slowly. I don't think my container is quite big enough for all of this. At least not for me to stir it really good. Now, I've been wanting to make this one for some time, and I finally ordered the fragrance oil from Nature's Garden that I've seen that I liked the look of it. It had a low vanilla content, and the fact is, when I got it, it smelled better than all the others that I'd gotten. I'm going to put some of this in here, get this halfway filled, and then I'm going to pour my Tussa Silk stuff into here, and then start adding the lye crystals slowly over top of an ice bath. Yeah, I did it. I took away 5% of it to add water to Tussa Silk, so I could have Tussa Silk in there too. And this is my backup thing. When I get this too full, I will put some into that before I'm ready if I have to, because this is kind of bulky. My goggles. This is hard to stir at first from what I've experienced. I've got my piping batter waiting. Guess a little bit at a time is what you do with this. As it melts, it gets easier. So I have 85 ounces of oils here for these two tall and skinny, and the 1 pound one, and the other 3 little individual ones I have. To it, I'm also adding carrot puree to give it some good benefits with the skin. And as I'm going to add some more of my things to it, or switch to another container. But what I might do is pour this into another container. I probably need to get another stainless steel or find a stainless steel bowl. Just melting it, adding the lye in slowly. So this might be a long process. And I'm debating, should I refrigerate this soap or should I let it gel? I haven't really thought about that. Some people don't let their goat's milk soaps gel. So this thing right here also has ice in it for when I transfer it over. It'll be sitting on ice while I wait for the rest of it to have the lye added to it if I have to use 2 separate containers, which I think I'm going to have to. And I've already mixed my colorants up. I'm using Nurture soaps. I think it's called Mango Tango. Yep. Setting that on ice. And I'm going to add the rest of these goat's milk to here. I've noticed that you don't get fumes when you do on ice, when you let it get very hot. I'm getting close to having this mixed in. And I'm going to come stir this one over here that's mostly still got a little bit of melty left in there. They'll go in the same batch, so if I get too much lye in one and not enough in another, it'll all go together. And the lye that I put in with a Tussa Silk and that little bit of water I took off from the total lye, I did the math and took it off for that percentage. Okay, there is the last of the lye. Now it's a matter of letting this finish melting. You know, this still has a little bit of ice in it. Now I've pre-added the kaolin clay, finely ground oatmeal, and coconut flour to my batter here. This time, with this goat's milk, I'm not going to strain it because of the fat content and already saponifying. There we go. Try to get all this good stuff out of there. Stir this a little bit before I get my stick blender. Move this closer to the wall because my stick blender is kind of short here. And I'm going to go ahead and stir it first. Now I have noticed that this batter gets thick before I add my fragrance oil, and then afterwards it thins down a little. So I think the carrot cupcake that I have from Nature's Garden is actually a slow mover. Now I'm going to go ahead and add my fragrance oil and my carrots. Now I added my sea salt to this recipe that I used so it would come out of the mold better. Added it to the carrots because if I added it to, I didn't think it would dissolve easily if I didn't add it to the carrots. So I added it to the carrots so it would dissolve. I guess I could try to find some sodium lactate to use because that's the liquid form of the salt. This is carrot cupcake fragrance oil from Nature's Garden. Okay, I'm going to start mixing my colors that I've already added into the bowl this time. I've got green. The green is basically a blend of Mad Oil's Manacle Pea, and Bee Scented Denim Blue mixed with their apple green is mixed in there with that too. I found that the Manacle Pea wasn't quite dark enough when I did the piping batter color. Drop that poured. I'm going to have a little bit of titanium dioxide, and this is actually my last bit of the oil soluble, and the rest that I have is water soluble, so I'll need to do something with that to do it different next time. Won't be able to mix it in with the oils, but I was wanting to try to see if it worked better than the oil soluble one. Get this in order of what I want to do with them. Next I'm going to pour this one. Okay, get that out of my way. Get that cleaned off. Bring this one out over here. But it's going to be here. And get a little bit of that off of there. And now for the green. I'm not worried about over stick blending this particular recipe because it is 70% olive oil. And olive oil is a slow mover. Okay. So, there is that. And this one. And the little one. And of course these three things. I'm going to start out with the no color one that has the carrots in it. I'll do these a little different. I like how this is looking. It's like a dark carrot. Start with this. I'm going in a high pour so it would go down through the surface of the soap. A little bit here. There. And right here. A little bit more to this one. Here. And some more yellow into this one. And I have to watch a line. Can't let it go higher than where I have a line marked on the side, or it will be too tall for my cutter. And I do not want that. So I'm not quite too high. Okay. I think that's all I can go with that. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to chopstick swirl it first, like this. And next come these things. Now, of course, this one is going to go into this time. Back there. Okay, now to start piping. So, with this being a slow moving recipe, I like how my batter didn't thicken up too much. It just turned out perfect. So, I don't know if you can see that one. Now you can. Okay. So I don't think I'll take that any higher than that. I'm going to come here and feel a little bit of space there before I go with this other one. Now, before I do the other, I'm going to go ahead and put the embeds on. I'm trying to make sure I have them between where the cutter's going to cut them, so I don't chop any off. Okay, I think that's evenly spread apart. And now for the green leaves. Now carrots don't really have leaves, they have this little frilly, fluffy stuff on the end of them. Okay, I don't have enough room really to do much of a frilly. I'm going to spray these down to prevent soda ash. Hey y'all. Okay, so I am back here today to cut my soap, hoping I align the carrots correctly. I'll start with one I don't have to worry about. So, I'm going to go ahead and cut this. I'm going to use these as samples. And of course this was the excess left over. And they're just going to be little samples. I don't know if I'll leave them like this size sample or if I'll cut them further, but probably to get just the sample size. So, it's all sticking together. Hope that don't do it when I'm cutting the other soaps. Okay, now here goes. Now first, of course, I'm going to go ahead and get this off of here. Oh boy. There's that one. Oh, that looks like tulips. Or carrots. Carrots upside down. So, that one up there. The other side is, you know, that side, of course, and or I like how that swirl worked, and I didn't chop any carrots off. There's a little heart there. Now, of course I can't. Tall and skinnies don't like to be tall and skinny when you're cutting them. They kind of prefer to be laying down flat. Okay, all is good on the carrot range so far. Going through good. And there's that one. The carrot still good and intact. And that one. There. So there's that one. Now I think I need to let these cure for about 3 months because it's 70% olive oil. And, you know, that's just to allow it to harden better. I think it also has something to do with the olive oil not being slimy. Give it time to age. There's that one. There's that one. And I got one more to cut after this, of course. The back side. Guess I'll have to trim that off. But I didn't cut no carrots off, so that's the good thing. There's no carrots got cut. Now let's see. I think that'll be good there. And clean this off again, of course. Okay, and to cut this one. And going through nicely. Okay. There we go. And there's that one. These remind me of a garden with pretty little orange flowers in the green grass. And I have successfully not chopped any carrots off. Uh-oh. Maybe that one just a teeny little bit right there. Not enough to notice. There we go. Oh. You can't even really tell it was chopped there. It was such a tiny amount. Oh, no. I goofed. It got choppy bad. See, I'm going to have to learn how to line these up better. I didn't line it up good, I guess. That one only got a tiny bit chopped. I think the rest are okay. And that one. And that one. And my last one, in piece. I'm going to go ahead and get my hands cleaned off, and I'm going to say bye, and I'm going to be cleaning up this and loosening my strings because, you know, I store it loosened so that it doesn't damage the wood. Alright, and I will say bye now, so bye now.